Howdy. I'm Grey Pilgrim. Well, come on now. You get up here. First of all, I don't really have much to report today, which is good because this damn camera seems to have died. Oh dear. Are you working or not? Honestly, that's why people pay big bucks to photo people and people to do this, because I certainly can't figure it out. This thing occasionally blinks like it's working and sometimes it isn't. Anyway, I ran into a little problem today. Terrible problem. You see, my dryer died some time back, so I go over to the local laundromat to dry my clothes. I can wash them here, but I gotta go take them and dry them at a local laundromat. Well, that laundromat is in the same strip mall as my favorite gun store. So after putting all the stuff into the dryer and shoving in plenty of quarters, I wandered over and took a look around. And what did I find on the shelf? It had just come in. An 1853 Enfield. It had been reworked, factory reworked in Italy. And it has a few little warts and all issues. But it's an Enfield. And it's got the cleaning rod, tamping rod, it's got everything in there. And the trigger works, the hammer falls correctly. It's a good quality front stuffer. And I haven't had so many balls to fit it. So I put some money down on it. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. But I'm 70 years old. I've got very little to waste my time and money on, but this is something I'm interested in. So it all went away. All my savings went away just like that. Well, on another note, I'm smoking a blend called Cornell and Deal's Adagio. This is basically a Turkish blend, and I'm smoking it in another apple briar pipe church warden I've got, and this is a very nice smoke. It's oh, it went out. Okay, well, whatever. Well, anyway, on another subject, let me show you. This is not the history of these things. It's not an in-depth on any of this stuff. It's just a quick run through over my collection of weird revolvers that I've picked up. And I like revolvers. I like automatics too, but I really like revolvers, so I picked up a few. And let's get down to it here. See all those? Well, let's start at the bottom here. This is a Smith & Wesson model 1917. It has a Pockmeyer grip on it, so it's not. It does have the hole for the lanyard for the because it is a military model. And this is I think it's called a Trooper Special or something. It's a Smith & Wesson 38. This is the standard revolver you'd find on the belt of any guy who was in state police or something back around 1950. This is a single action Army. Actually, it's an Army San Marcos copy, but there it is. That happens to be a Lafano French pinfire. Well, it's an example of type. And this happens to be a Mark IV Webley in 38-200. It's a post-World War I revolver. And this is a Smith & Wesson Model 1 Series 2. Just cause. This is an Ivor Johnson brake top in 38 Smith & Wesson. This is the one that they usually call the Saturday Night Special. That is a 1895 Russian Nagant, and this is an 1892 French service revolver. And over here, we have my black powder ones. That's an 1847 Walker, copy, of course. 1858 Remington. That's a pepper box, because why not? And this is my pride and joy. It's Josiah L's revolver, one of 254 that still exist. And I had to get that when I saw it at a gun show, because it just spoke to me. This came out down the Mormon Trail with a gunsmith who was a Mormon. Anyway, just showing off various kinds of revolvers, various makes, models, countries, types, actions, everything you could imagine. You know, I've collected revolvers for years, and this is the fruits of my collection. Ain't much to show for it, but there it is. If you're interested, I can go into in-depth on any one of these or any of the families that they come from, at least that which I know. If you really want to know a lot about these, I would suggest looking at Odysee over at C&R Arsenal, because he is the revolver guy, and he knows his stuff. Odysee just knows his stuff. But I'm just an old dumb hillbilly collector from Oregon who happens to have a weird and wild collection of bizarre things. And these are some of my bizarre things. Happy trails.